My name is Luke Vest, and I'd like to welcome you to 10 extremely dangerous plants. First up on today's list is the manchineel tree. The manchineel tree is an extremely dangerous plant. Uh, it, it excretes a white, milky sap that, even in the smallest amounts coming into contact with you, will cause rashes on your skin. It also produces a fruit on the tree that is extremely fatal if a person were to eat it. Ingestion causes all sorts of problems that are followed by fatality. Next up on our list is a plant called white snake root. This plant is more so dangerous, particularly because it affects humans indirectly. Cows have a tendency to eat these plants, and it introduces toxins into their bloodstream that we ingest when we eat the cow or drink its milk. And it causes a whole host of problems and usually is followed by death. Next up on our list, we have a plant. It's called the stinging bush. This plant is part of the nettles family, and even a slight brush up against it causes a whole host of fine hairs that are located on the leaves to sting you and cause extremely excruciating pain that can last days or even months sometimes. Next on our list, we have a plant called oleander. This plant, if eaten, can be extremely dangerous and possibly fatal, as it contains toxins that are called cardiac glycerides, I believe is what they're called, and they basically stop your heart from working how it should and will kill you. Next up on our list is a plant that is currently in the Guinness Book of World Records. It is called the castor plant. This plant grows a bean that is high in a toxic substance called ricin, which causes a whole host of medical problems if you eat it, and it will eventually kill you after a long, excruciating um, fight with the ricin overdose. Next up on our list, we have a plant called belladonna, or better known as deadly nightshade. This particular plant is more so dangerous to children because of the berries that it grows. They look very enticing and have a sweet flavor to them, but make no mistake, it will kill you. Eating just one leaf from the plant is enough to kill a human adult. Next up on our list, we have a plant called the rosary pea. This plant is extremely dangerous. It has a lot of the similar symptoms as ricin, but it takes a 75 times smaller amount to kill a human being than ricin does. Next up on our list is something that most people have probably heard of, but don't know that much about. It's called wolfsbane. Wolfsbane is particularly dangerous. It's very pretty, but steer clear. Uh, Ingestion of this plant can sometimes cause almost instantaneous death. If you don't take a large amount and you don't eat a large amount of it, it will be death will be preceded by a whole host of symptoms that are extremely excruciating, including vomiting, diarrhea, burning sensations, numbness, seizures sometimes, and it's just a particularly terrible experience that I don't think anybody wants to see. So, wolfsbane. It's pretty, it's cool to look at, don't touch the stuff. Next up on our list is a plant called water hemlock. This is a particularly poisonous plant that's found all over. It's considered to be North America's most deadly plant. Ingesting this plant, any piece of this plant, contains toxins and they will kill you. It has been killing people since as far back as 1670. long time. People don't really know what they're getting into when they see this stuff, so make sure that you are well informed on what you are touching before you touch it, because this is extremely dangerous. Last up on our list of extremely poisonous and dangerous plants is a plant called doll's eyes. This plant is particularly dangerous because its fruit is very sweet in flavor, but it contains a toxin that can almost instantaneously kill you. It affects your central nervous system, it causes seizures, and shortly after, death. Every piece of this plant contains these toxins. The seeds, the fruit, the stems, the leaves, the roots, the entire plant, every inch of it contains the toxins. So, do yourself a favor, if you ever see something that even remotely looks like this, don't eat it. It may not be harmful if you are a bird, because it doesn't harm birds. They are actually how it gets spread. But to humans, it will kill you. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you liked it. Share this on Facebook or Twitter or whatever other kind of social media you use. Click the subscribe button, like it, all that good stuff. And stay tuned in the future for more exciting videos. Thanks. Have a good one.